This video is brought to you by Cluster Fix. We do a variety of automotive electronic repairs, a lot of instrument cluster repairs, and today we're going to demonstrate how to remove an instrument cluster from a 2006 Dodge Ram. And this is a upper scale trim package. It's got the navigation system in there and everything, so it's a little bit different than the other trucks with the standard trim package. And this one's already been apart and repaired, and just going to shorten the video. The screws are already out, things are loose. These trim panels are a lot more difficult to remove than the standard ones, and we're not going to remove it all the way, but we'll show you just some steps here to do to get these things out of here. And you're going to want a trim panel tool. That helps if you can get one of those at a parts store or a tool truck. This one's a bit more stubborn. I use the metal one. Most of the time you want to use the plastic one, just so you don't mark things up, and just to help prevent cracking of any trim. You'll also need a Phillips head screwdriver or 7mm socket. So first thing you can do is remove this knee bolster. There's two Phillips screws on the bottom. You take those out. There's a plug in here, and you just pop it out. You can get your trim panel tool in here and pop the clips out. Once you got it loose there, you can just kind of pop it around, and like I said, this is already out, but you'll see the clips that hold this in place, and then the two screws at the bottom. To get this connector out, you push this locking tab right there, and you get this out of the way, and that exposes some of the screws that you need to take out. So you set that aside. There's going to be a screw here, and then there's one on the other side here. And then also there's going to be a connector here you're going to have to remove. So this is the part that's tricky over here. These can be difficult to get out. It was pressed in pretty hard, but I just started working my way around. Do not go to the bottom and start down there. That's the difference on these. This has got two screws that you can't see or get to without taking stuff out of the console here and console trim pieces, because there's two screws coming up from the bottom that hold this on, so you don't want to try to force this out because you'll end up breaking it. So you can start at the top and work your way around like I've done here, and I've loosened everything up except for the bottom screws, which if you peek down here you can see them coming up. But I just need enough room to get the two remaining screws that are holding this trim panel on. There's one here and one there. And so once you do that, you can squeeze your hand in there with a miniature Phillips screwdriver or a 7mm socket to do that with a little wobbly or something on it. And then you just kind of pop this off in similar fashion as you did the others. And you can move this out of the way, and it just slides in at the top with those three tangs there, and similar. In removing the other connector, you depress the locking tab there. And there's 4 Phillips screws holding the cluster in, and you take those out, move your steering wheel down, and then you're able to pull this out. This has some dash trim up here that you're going to kind of squeeze by it, but you can get by it right here. And then it's a little tricky sometimes. I've already unplugged this one, but you reach back here. I'll remove it so you can see. And there's 3 connectors back there. You can pull up on this piece here to get this out, but you'll have to try to get those connectors out with this thing still in there, of course. So just so you can see, there's some locking tabs right here for each of these connectors. So there's going to be 2 gray connectors, and there's going to be 1 white connector. And you need to get your hand back behind here and try to depress those tabs as much as you can and wiggle these connectors out one at a time. You can even use a little screwdriver back there maybe to push down on it to release that. But once you got that out, it's just a reverse order for reinstalling it. And you just push everything and pop everything back in place in the reverse way you took it out. But once again, be careful for those 2 screws. You don't have to remove this whole thing, but if you did, you can remove this trim down here and you may have to move this console a little bit, but there's 2 screws that come out through there. But these can experience problems. This is a 2006. You can use this removal procedure to a point similar to the 2003, the 2009, maybe some similarities there to do. These clusters can experience faulty tachometers, faulty speedometers, sometimes the other gauges, and sometimes the odometer displays don't illuminate. And we do repair these. If you'd like to send yours in for repair, you can give us a call at 509-366-9009, or you can visit us on our website at www.clusterfix.com. Thank you.